Hi, I'm Patricia from the crochet blog Pops to Milk. With the holidays approaching, one of my favorite projects for the season is my cubic red-nosed reindeer. When I first designed this Amigurumi pattern, I thought it would be fun to give the body a cube shape, and I love how it turned out. This reindeer Amigurumi can be used as cute home decor. If you add a hook to it, it could be a tree ornament. And if you're giving this to a child who is under 3 years old, you should not use safety eyes because it pose a choking hazard. So instead you could embroider eyes like I've done with this one. So in this tutorial, I'll be going through the steps to make your own reindeer amigurumi. The full written instructions are on my website, popstomilk.com. I will leave a link below. And you can also purchase the PDF version in my Etsy shop. Now let's get started.
To make this reindeer amigurumi, I'll be using Bernat Super Value Worsted Weight Category 4 acrylic yarn. For the body, I'm using the color Topaz, and I believe this is called Cherry, but I don't have the label anymore. And for the antlers, I'm using the color Walnut. For hooks, I'm using a size 375mm hook and a size 3mm hook. I'll also need stitch markers to help me keep track of rounds, and stuffing, which I don't have on camera now. Okay, so starting with the body and using the 375mm hook and the color Topaz, I'll begin round 1. In round 1, I'm going to start with 6 single crochet stitches in a magic ring. And to do that, I make a loop as though I'm going to make a chain, but I don't pull it all the way. Instead, I just make a chain in the ring and I start making my stitches. On to round 2, where I will be increasing 2 stitches in each stitch for a total of 12 stitches at the end of the round. When making amigurumi, I tend to keep a tighter tension than I would with other crochet projects like blankets and scarves, and this is because you want a dense and sturdy fabric so that it holds its shape and so that stuffing doesn't show through the stitches. So keep an eye on your tension as you make amigurumi projects. In the next round, I'll be making 3 single crochet stitch increases to form the square and to start to give this reindeer a cubic shape. To start round 3, I'm going to make 3 single crochet in the next stitch, then single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and I'll repeat that 4 times for a total of 20 stitches at the end of the round. Now in most amigurumi projects, you'll notice the increase format is to increase 6 times evenly around, but because we're going for a square shape, the increases will happen 4 times, and the number of stitches in between will be different at the start, as you will see. Next is round 4, and this time I'm going to single crochet in the next stitch to get me to the first increase. Then I'll make a 3 single crochet increase in the next stitch, and then single crochet in the next 4 stitches. The part I will repeat 3 times is the 3 single crochet increase followed by single crochet in the next 4 stitches. And I will end the round with a single crochet in the last 3 stitches for a total of 28 stitches at the end of the round. Okay, on to round 5, and I'm going to start by making a single crochet in the next 2 stitches to get me to the first increase. I'll make a 3 single crochet increase and single crochet in the next 6 stitches. The part I will repeat 3 times is the 3 single crochet increase followed by single crochet in the next 6 stitches, and I will end the round with a single crochet in the last 4 stitches for a total of 36 stitches at the end of the round. Next is round 6, and I'm going to start by making single crochet in the next 3 stitches to get me to the first increase, but this time I will make a 2 single crochet increase instead of 3 single crochet in the same stitch, and then I will single crochet in the next 8 stitches. The part I will repeat 3 times is the 2 single crochet increase followed by single crochet in the next 8 stitches, and I will end the round with a single crochet in the last 5 stitches for a total of 40 stitches at the end of the round. That is the last of the increase rounds, which means it's time to work even. For rounds 7 to 17, I'll be making a single crochet in each stitch without increasing or decreasing. I'm going to work on that and we'll meet you back here at the end of round 17. Alright, I'm back and here's what the reindeer body looks like after single crocheting around for 11 rounds. I'm going to continue to round 18 where I'll start to form the legs. To start, I will single crochet in the next 3 stitches, then I'm going to skip 5 stitches and single crochet in the next 5 stitches and repeat that 3 times. Then I will skip 5 stitches and single crochet in the last 2 stitches. Now you can see that the skip stitches make up the legs, so there won't be separate leg pieces that need to be sewn on later. The legs are nicely worked into the body in one piece. For round 19, I'm going to work even and switch between the color topaz and the color walnut, which is the dark brown color I'm using for the hooves. I'm going to single crochet into each stitch, but when I get to the last stitch before the skipped stitches, I'm going to join the dark brown color before I complete the last stitch, and then I'll single crochet into the 5 skipped stitches. I'll repeat that around, and as I continue switching between colors, I'm going to carry the loose yarn as I go along with the working yarn. Now that the hoops are done, I can cut the brown yarn and continue working on the body. In round 20, I'm going to start decreasing and work into the main body stitches, and I'll also start adding the stuffing. But first, you'll notice I left a little bit of a tail in brown so that I can sew the hoops and close any gaps in the stitches. Okay, I've got the yarn tied and secured, and I'm just going to leave that tail inside and start adding the stuffing a little bit at a time. I still need to finish decreasing, so I won't add all the stuffing just yet. I want to mention I didn't add safety eyes to this reindeer, but if you are adding safety eyes, now is the time. Now I'm going to decrease 10 times around for a total of 10 stitches at the end of the round. All right, I'm done round 20, and now I'm going to work on the last round, round 21. I'm going to single crochet in the next stitch, follow it by a decrease, and I'll repeat that 3 times and finish with a single crochet in the last stitch for a total of 7 stitches at the end of the round. I'm going to cut the yarn and leave a little tail because I want to flatten the base a little bit. So I'm going to sew some stitches to close the opening completely before I insert the needle through the center and up through to the top of the body, which is a little difficult to do now that all the stuffing is in place. But once I've pulled the yarn through, I'll give it a little tug and then secure the stitch in place before I finish weaving in the end. Here is the body completed, and I'm just reshaping it before I add the nose, antlers, and eyes. Alright, I'm going to start working on the antlers, and I'll be using the color walnut and a size 3mm hook. Each of the antlers are made up of 2 separate pieces, so I'm going to make the first piece and cut the yarn, then make the second piece and join to the first piece. To start, I'm going to make 6 single crochet in a magic ring for the first round, and once I'm done that, I'll single crochet in each stitch for 2 rounds. I have the 2 parts for the first antler and I'm ready to join them. To do this, I'm not going to cut the yarn on the second piece, and without removing my hook from the second piece, I'm going to insert my hook into the first antler piece in the first stitch and single crochet around, and then continue to single crochet into the stitches on the second antler piece. There will be a total of 12 stitches once the 2 antler pieces are joined. In the next round, round 5, I'm going to single crochet in the next 2 stitches, followed by a decrease, and I'll repeat that 3 times around for a total of 9 stitches at the end of the round. In round 6, I'm going to start making a single crochet in the next stitch, followed by a decrease, and I'll repeat that 3 times for a total of 6 stitches at the end of the round. The next 2 rounds, I'm just going to single crochet in each stitch. And here is the first antler done. I'm going to cut the yarn and leave enough of a tail so I can sew it onto the body later. I'm going to make the nose now, and I'll be using red yarn and a size 3mm hook. This one will start with 5 single crochet in a magic ring, and it might be a little tricky with the thickness of the yarn compared to the size of the hook, but this is what will create a very small and dense piece. So you just have to take your time with this one. Next, I'll increase in each stitch for a total of 10 stitches. For the next round, I'll just single crochet in each stitch without any increases. In the last round, I'm going to decrease 5 times, so there are 5 stitches at the end of the round. You don't have to add stuffing to the nose since it's already so small, plus you can tuck the starting yarn tail for a little stuffing. And the nose is done, so I'm going to cut the yarn and leave a tail for sewing to the body later. Okay, I've got all my reindeer parts and I'm ready to put it all together. For the eyes, I'm going to embroider eyes with black thread, double-stranded and knotted. I'm going to feed the needle and pull it through in between stitch strands so that the knot in the thread is trapped and doesn't come loose. You can also use buttons if you want and if you don't have safety eyes. For the nose, I'm going to sew it onto a little circle of felt I cut out earlier, and I'm just using a needle and thread to sew it on before I attach it to the body. You don't have to use felt, but I like adding it for extra detail. Alright, I have added the first antler off camera and now I'm going to sew on the second antler, and I'm attaching them a little off center closer to the front of the body. As I sew the antlers, I'll stop and check to make sure that it's still aligned. You can also do all of this before you add the stuffing because yes, it is a lot easier to do then, but if you forget or you're not sure about the placement, you can still assemble everything after the body is done. And here we have this adorable reindeer amigurumi. I hope you have enjoyed watching this tutorial and I found it helpful. If you make this reindeer amigurumi, I would love to see your creation. Just tag me on Instagram at popstomilk_crochet. You can also use the hashtag popstomilk. I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you in the next video.